Hello fellow pilots, welcome back to the quick start tutorial in the Harrier. When I'm learning a new aircraft, it's so helpful for me to have these videos, and so I want to make one for you at a forward operating base. So this is going to be a lot of fun, a lot of challenge. Here's where we start. Down to the right, you got to arm your ejection seat. Disregard the dodge flight. I'm doing a quick mission called the river crossing. It's one of my favorite because it's so challenging and so fun. So watch out for that mission if you haven't. Alright, turn on the deck switch. Fuel cutoff is off. While I'm here, I just turn my oxygen on, otherwise I forget. If I get too high, I'll start blacking out, passing out. Fuel pumps forward to norm. Big important button here. If I move my throttle forward, watch what happens. Boop, and it stays there. I can't start my engine unless this is back. So here's how you turn it back. Adjust controls. There's a button called throttle cutoff. Make sure you know what that is, because if you don't have that throttle cutoff, your engine's not going to start. You see the difference. Forward, back. Make sure your throttle cutoff is on. Otherwise, your engine won't spool up. I've made this mistake many times. All right, now over to the right. Let's get the battery on. Run up the APU. It'll start up. While it's starting up, you should be able to hear it now. Now I can close my canopy. Canopy is forward and locked. You hear her yelling that the generator's not on and the flaps aren't on. I can turn on the flaps now. It's easy. Flaps right there are on. While I'm here, I just turn on the anti-skid. Alright, let's get this engine really turned on now. Engine start, you hear the APU duck out for just a second. If you're sick of Betty yelling at you, you just push the master warning. And now I should see these run up to 9.2. If I don't, you know which button to push. It's the throttle idle cutoff button. Make sure that's all the way off. Running up to 9.2. Once it's there, throttle forward just a smidge, and now it's going to take off because we just introduced fuel. Great. Now it's time to turn on all the stuff. Start with your MPCD. Lots of wheels to turn here. Radio volume, HUD brightness, amp CD right brightness. The ODC, is that what it's called? What is that called? ODU, sorry, the ODU is now up. Turn on your radar warning receiver. While you're here, you're going to have to click your decoy dispenser on. If you have a jammer, that's where you turn it on. Since we're turning on radios, turn this over to transmit receive. And then this is your ICS volume, and then the ground control volume. Good to know where those are in case your sidewinders are getting a little too loud, so watch out for that button. Finally, get this stick out of the way, MPCD, DMT, and FLIR on. Don't rotate this yet. We're going to do that in a second. I've made the mistake where I turn it too soon, like the Hornet, trying to align it on the Hornet. It's not the same. Watch. Time to get our JET INS inertial navigation system turned on. EHSD is the button. Data lets you edit the data in here, and then go over to A/C, your aircraft position. Here's how you punch it in. Pull up your knee board. I have mine mapped. Very helpful. And then take a look at our north latitude. 420553. Punch it in. North. 4253. Correction. Oops, I made a mistake. I got to clear that. No problem. It jumped over to the other one. So now I'm at north 420553. That checks. Enter brings me down to the east coordinates. East 0414414. Done. Enter. Now let's get that magvar punched in. You can't see it. It says MVAR right there on the ODU. So just punch that, and then you're going to go east 6.1. Boop. Done. Now you're ready to start aligning. Switch this switch over to INS ground. She's going to give you caution, and you need to see that start counting up. If it doesn't, you did something wrong. So watch out for that. Hide my knee board, mash the caution, and now we wait. While you're waiting, it's really wise to tell your ground crew to take out the chocks. If you don't, you're not going anywhere. I speak from experience. Get those chocks out.
Copy. Wheel chocks
Great.
are now removed.
Chocks are removed, and now is a good time to choose your loadout, so on and so forth. Brief the mission. I'm going to speed through this as this INS aligns. Go on, buddy. Go fast. It's going to read 0.7. Okay. Comes the map. 0.7. Okay, now it's time to turn my INS. I'm going to use nav. I don't know if this aircraft is in-flight alignment capable. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments. I'm not sure. Now we're taking off from a forward operating base. So here's how you do it. I'm going to turn off my data. I'm done editing in the EHS. So now it's time to get myself ready for a vertical takeoff. Water to takeoff. Flaps down to stall. Down here, I need to set my nozzles to hover stop. 82 degrees. How do I know it's 82 degrees? Because that right side of the HUD right there will tell me what my nozzles are set to when I'm in stall mode. Very helpful. All right, let's get this thing flying. I like to take off straight up, get up to about 200 feet. You could turn your radar altimeter on. That might help you. Not required. Okay, run this engine up. Here we go. Oh, I forgot to turn off the parking brake. Okay, parking brake's on. I have my brakes on here. Sorry about that. Here we go. Run it up now. Should see that water engages in just a second. There's water. Up we go. Climbing at 300 feet per minute, 600 feet per minute, 800. Get to about, I'm at 100 feet now, halfway there. I don't like to put the witch's hat on the carrots yet. You'll see why. All right, 15, I can throttle back just a little bit. Now watch. Push the nozzles forward to 25. Witch's hat comes up, full power, and you'll see I only lost a couple feet there. Now we're flying. Okay, we're flying away now. I can push my nozzles full forward, throttle back a little bit, and now raise the gear. Boop. Raise the flaps. Boop. Turn off water. If you don't turn off water, she's going to yell at you. Okay, I think that's everything that you all need to know of how to start the Harrier and get a vertical takeoff. You want to make sure that you keep your weight under 21,000. If it's more than that, you're going to have a hard time. So, I hope this video is helpful to you. Leave a comment, and I will talk to you soon. See you in the friendly skies.